everyone, and welcome to episode 25 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. We are currently a mishmash, a hodgepodge, a doodad. We have a bunch of stuff here. I want to take fuel from one of these and stick them in the other. That's what I want to do. And then reset all the experiments. And then hopefully set off for Ike. How much? Oh yeah, I got gobs of fuel left still. So that means I need to retract my panels, turn SAS on, undock from here, and then try. How much RCS do I have? I got lots. Try with this elephant on my back to okay, Valentine is there. Try to dock with this thing over here. Okay, the horizontal thrust seems to be working fine. There we go. We have it locked on as a target now. Let's thrust towards it. Another batch of precision flying. Thanks for tuning in, Frank. We'll see you next time. Jeb is, so Spaz is wondering where Jeb, Bob, and Bill are. Jeb is flying other missions, or it's not his turn on the mission rotation. Bob and Bill are currently conducting scientific experiments, I think, on the surface of Minmus. And we do need to figure out how to get a large enough solar panel array to that base, so that we can rescue all that science data that's sitting there. When they have a full tank of science data. Go ahead and set this Clampetron as the target. I want to fly a little bit to the side of it. Not that side. That side, I think. Go ahead and get our ship rotated around in such a way as to make it somewhat similar to what we're docking with. This is actually working pretty good as a space tug. That's kind of the idea. We'll just let the command module command module act as the space tug, doing any work that needed to be done. And we are about to lock up here on this thing. Donk. Here's what needs to happen. Valentina, you need to get out. Get on board and get this thing to stop spinning. I can't board through those? Oh, okay. Well, fine. Have to be somewhat careful of these solar panels. I don't want to crash into them. Up. Forward. None of that BS required. Thank you. Okay. Now, back to what I was doing. Is that thing tumbling again? It sure seems like it. Oh my God. I need to remember if I want to redesign this and reuse this design again for another Duna mission to give this thing some RCS controls. Now stop tumbling. Looks like Spaz is going to head off and play his own game of KSP. I love it when I inspire people to go play some more KSP. Okay, let's try this again. Ah! Why do they spin off like that? Come on, grab the stupid door. Good thing I brought tons and tons and tons of RCS with us. That thing ended up tumbling again. Crazy. Come on, there it is. All of that so I can do this. It's not a lot of fuel, but every little bit counts. Now, where's my engine cluster? $400 and something meters that way. Strawberries, dessert debris. So you think. Gotta be a little careful of this panel here. I don't want to crash it against that thing. That would be no good whatsoever. Thank goodness I brought gobs and gobs of RCS with me. Otherwise this would be really difficult. Okay. These docking maneuvers are fidgety. Some of the hardest stuff in the game you can do is docking maneuvers. And we're getting ready to connect back up with our engine nacelle. So we have enough juice to do the orbital operations we want. For what it is, this little tug is doing surprisingly well. Set the clampetron as the docking port. Start controlling from here. Go ahead and get ourselves turned around. We're pretty much coming right in. Right into where we want to be. Forward thrust. About 65 seconds on this little fidgety maneuver, and then we are headed off to Minmus. Oh, the caffeine's starting to kick in. I'm not nearly as drowsy as I was before earlier. Thank goodness. Gosh, it's getting bad. "40 seconds or so. And we may need to have RCS act. Well, no, we should be able to do it with just the torque. Slow her down for docking. There we go. We're hooked up. Okay, the ship's reassembled. Definitely quick save that. And I need a maneuver to head out to Ike. Go ahead and turn the RCS off. All right, off to Ike we go. There we are. Need to shut down this engine. Make sure that's the only engine firing. We're good. Warp here. Okay, that was a lot of that was a lot of fidgety work to get ourselves ready for an orbit to Ike. But we're set. We have a contract to plant a flag, and while we're down there, we can also get some more scientific. We can do some more scientific observations. They say it's about a 59-second burn. We have not yet planted a flag on Ike. Interesting. Does not have the capability, or oh, I haven't landed on Ike yet. This is the first time I'm actually going to be landing on Ike. Nope. We need RCS to help keep our ship pointed in the right direction. And even then it isn't enough. We can go about half throttle on this. Because of this weight on our back here. RCS is not helping us. It's actually thrusting against our intended purpose here. So we need to redo this maneuver. Oh, we need to go. Crap. We lost our orbit. We were burning so much RCS. Oop, no. Gosh dang it. Come on. Oh my good God. Control from here. I have an idea. Reload that. Okay. I had a critical problem where I forgot to change where I was controlling from, and I was actually thrusting in the precise wrong direction. So we're just going to go ahead and warp there. That was all bad. I was wondering what was going on. When no matter what I did, I was going the wrong way. So we got the docking done. Now we're headed to Ike. That is, as soon as we get ourselves correctly oriented. Might as well use monopropellant during this burn. To keep our ship pointing in the right direction, generally. Because the nuclear engine does not have a gimbal. And our center of mass is off. Because we're carrying this for the purpose of landing on Ike. What we may have to do is do several of these maneuvers. Well, let's go for it at 2/3 throttle. So this is asymmetric thrust, which means we're going to end up, we are going to end up kind of pushing our plane off the longer this burn goes. And we are chewing through the monoprop. So I'm going to just back the throttle off. After this is a very light burn. And let our reaction wheels keep our rocket facing the correct direction. We have nearly a full tank in the FL-T200. Spaz has to take off. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time, hopefully. Very slow burn out here to Ike. Another episode I'll probably have to edit down. So I'm going to let this one run a little long, I think. Get rid of some dead airspace in between various things. If I go with about 35 minutes, usually I have no problem trimming off 10 minutes or so of dead space and making the episode really nice. Yes, in this configuration we can run about 1/3 throttle. Okay. We have done it. We have an intercept with Ike. So off we warp to our Ike encounter, where we will then plan our maneuver to enter orbit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we know we need to do this at 1/3 throttle, so it says 37 seconds, so it's gonna actual burn time is gonna be 1.5 minutes. So I will start the burn at 50 seconds, I think. So we carry this dead elephant on our back. How's our fuel situation going in these tanks? Fine. Okay. Well, we're all set. Start this burn at T minus 50. At 1/3, 33% throttle. Okay, and we're set. Locked in on our courses. We've already pulled in the science. We need to reset these experiments though. Here we go. There's Duna, there's the sun. Hello, Ike. How are you doing? I kind of want to build another version of this with a whole bunch of that could potentially reach Joule, and have a whole bunch of micro probes. Just little tiny probes with a little, a little engine. Have them go and fire them off all over the place and land everywhere. We're crossing the maneuver node and the periapsis. 15 show well, no, more like 45 seconds left. Because we're only burning at 33% juice on the nerve, which is already a pretty slow engine to begin with. So this game actually implemented, I don't know what, I want to say it was in version 1, but they actually implemented the inverse square law for solar emissions and how solar panels work. So if you get very far enough away from the sun, you need either massive quantities of solar panels, or some other source of energy. All right, we have established orbit. Now, the scientist needs to transfer into here and do some work. So we'll have the scientist go ahead and EVA. Welcome to being upside down. Extend this ladder. Have the scientist climb down. Oops. Down, down. Grab onto the ladder. And the scientist can restore all these experiments. Hang on. Ah. Sorry about that. Had an itch in my ear. Okay. My headphones coming out over here. There we go. More or less like that. Stay. Phew. Okay. So, go ahead and transfer you to here. And transfer you to here. And we're set for the landing on Minmus. All right. Control from here. Where the crap did our... I guess I didn't tell her to go there. I'm realizing one little flaw in my design here. This thing doesn't have any landing gear. Oh well. Reactivate this engine. Periapsis 2. 10 kilometers. Warp here. Here we go. Face it, retrograde. A little bit of power to the engines. Ooh, there's a big old mountain there. If we're going to land on this kind of flattish area, we need to get around this mountain. So I'm just changing the shape of my orbit so that it's higher. About like that. Now, we need to do some math. We know I have 1.6 burn time per burn per second. $25 seconds. Calculator. So that's going to be 50 times 1.6 is 80. Oh, that's no good. This mission is going to be really close. I have reason to believe that we're going to be doing some fancy shenanigans here in a bit. We're not getting any solar power, are we? There we go. So, 25-second estimated burn. This is going to be really tight on fuel, like really tight. Looks like 10 kilometers is about the lowest you would ever want to go. We're headed straight for a mountain. I want to descend right now. Okay. We're coming down. There's no way about it now. Why is it getting so choppy all of a sudden? Hopefully, we have enough fuel to make this all work. Now this game is getting super choppy all of a sudden. Anyway, into the cockpit we go, so we can use our instruments. $400 down at 10. I'm coming down fast. I'm basically going to be suicide burning this as much as possible to conserve fuel. There we go. $200 down at 5. You know what? Considering we used less than half our fuel to get here, I think we're going to be okay. 100 down at 7. Or 8, 7, 5. 2. No landing gear, so we're just sitting down on the engine bell. And then probably falling over. Touchdown. Out of the cockpit. Please. Thank you. SAS is off. We'll just settle on the engine bell. Whew, look at that. The recent accomplishments of our space program have attracted contributions from numerous organizations. 63,000 funds for landing on the surface of Ike. Yes, that is it for this episode of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. We'll be tuning in next time, so make sure you do that if you're watching the episodes. If you're live, stick around, there's more to come. But tune in next time when we wrap up all this science, get ourselves docked, and head home. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.